Hey, purposeful people. My name is Rani Okhomina. It is pronounced Okhomina. The K is silent. I'm a certified transformational life coach and an organizational psychologist. Welcome to another episode of Purposeful Conversations, where we talk about real success, not just what it looks like, but what it feels like. Every Friday, we'll explore practical tools, mindset shifts, and sound conversations to help you live with clarity, confidence, and purpose. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to this channel. And more importantly, watch this video to the end, because what I'm about to share with you has helped hundreds of thousands of people across the world. So make a commitment to yourself to stay with me. What you will hear today could open an entirely new chapter in your life. So let's dive in. I'm a certified transformational life coach, and really what I do is I help people create lives they really love. That's it in a nutshell. Yay! Episode 2! Oh my God, I am so thrilled. You may or may not know this, but I have a goal to impact 3,500 lives before my birthday next year in August. And as a transformational life coach, I do this through a powerful, fun, and interactive workshop that I deliver, which participants rave about. It is called The Power of Vision. For my very first workshop in September, I had over 170 people register, and it was awesome. And I've been hosting online workshops every month since then. But I thought to myself, yes, 170 plus people at a workshop is great, but it's not going to cut it if I'm really aiming for 3,500 people by August next year. So I had to think of other ways to consistently reach people with my message. And boom, I heard the words YouTube. So here I am. This is how Purposeful Conversations with Rani Okhomina was born. I launched my very first episode last week, Friday, and the responses have been amazing. I had comments like, I love it, and just what I wanted to hear. Honestly, comments like this are so encouraging. Knowing that I'm reaching and impacting at least one person is so fulfilling to me. And today, I want to talk about something that might seem simple, but it's one of the most powerful tools of transformation you'll ever use. It is called notice what you are noticing. I use this every day. I taught my daughter this, and she's 11 years old. And even she admits that it is so powerful. You see, awareness is the starting point of all change. You can't change what you're not aware of. So if you want to transform your life, your relationships, your money, your story, your confidence, you have to start by becoming aware of what's happening inside your own mind. You know, every single day, our thoughts are shaping our energy, and our energy is shaping our results. This principle is called notice what you're noticing, because when you start to observe your own thinking, you step into a place of choice. You stop being a victim of your thoughts and you become the architect of your reality. In psychology, we call this metacognition, which is the ability to think about your thinking. Okay, so imagine your mind like a radio station. When you're tuned to fear, self-doubt, or lack, that's what you broadcast out into your life. But when you shift your frequency to gratitude, courage, possibility, you start attracting a completely different experience. So the question is, what station have you been tuned to lately? I remember about a year ago, I was preparing for a major interview. One that really mattered to me and my family. I had everything ready. I had practiced over and over again. But inside, I was spiraling. My thoughts were racing. What if I'm not good enough? What if they don't take me seriously? What if I mess this up? And then, in the middle of that storm, I heard this quiet inner voice say, Rani, notice what you were noticing. In that moment, I realized I was rehearsing failure in my mind before I had even begun. So I stopped. I took a deep breath, placed my hand on my heart and said, what if it all goes right? What if they see the passion behind my words? What if this job was made for me? That small shift changed everything. I attended the interview, not from fear, but from faith. And I got the job. Here's the truth. Your mind is always thinking. It's what it does. But you are not your thoughts. You are the one noticing your thoughts. And the moment you start noticing, you regain your power. So here's a simple daily practice I want you to try this week. 3 times a day, morning, midday, and night. Just pause and ask yourself, what am I noticing right now? Am I noticing gratitude or frustration? Possibility or limitation? You don't have to judge it. Just notice. Because awareness alone begins to dissolve the pattern. When you start noticing what you're noticing, you begin to realize how many of your thoughts are running on autopilot, old conditioning, other people's opinions, past fears. But as you bring light to them, something shifts. You start creating from intention, not reaction. You begin to design your life, not drift through it. So this week, practice noticing what you're noticing. Write it down if you can. And I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me one moment where you caught yourself thinking differently. One moment you shifted from fear to faith. Remember, transformation doesn't begin with massive action. It begins with awareness. Because the more you notice, the more you can choose. And when you can choose, you can change anything. And if you're ready to move from awareness to action, join me for my free online vision workshop, The Power of Vision. Together, we'll create clarity, rebuild confidence, and map out the vision for a life that feels as good as it looks. I host at least one every month, so you can register for the next one using the link in the description box. Save your seat and come spend this time on you. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I'm Rani Okhomina, and this is Purposeful Conversations. Real talk, real growth, and real purpose. If you found this conversation meaningful, make sure to subscribe to my channel and join me every Friday at 6 p.m. for new episodes of Purposeful Conversations. Don't forget to share this video with someone who needs a reminder that transformation starts within. I'll see you next Friday. Until then, keep noticing and keep creating success that feels as good as it looks.